Cool. All right. So then that leaves us just with overall winner still to select. And do you want to go first or do you want me to go first? I feel like this was all your idea. And so, maybe you should go first on this one.
Okay. So my overall winner for 2024 is open source, and
Ooh,
particularly I think just
that's
us
not
as
a company.
individuals. Okay, so I could choose Meta then, and Meta's Llama,
Oh, wow. Okay.
particularly if you want me to get specific. But I really think it's us as consumers. I think we are going to be the winners of AI because it is open source. I'm seeing more and more startups entering the market, and just the capabilities of the models that are available, the costs are getting cheaper and cheaper. So it's the open source community. We saw that also from a legal perspective with some of the bills that were being passed in California that got turned down and was really great for the open source community. So that's why I say open source in general, from a company perspective, what Meta's done with Llama. And from an individual perspective, I think it's the consumer who's really going to win from all of this.
Wow. Nicely done. Nicely done. You went very lowercase m meta with your answer. Uh, I I just picked a company,
Okay.
which is Anthropic.
I had a
Um,
feeling this was going to be yours. Please
yeah,
tell me the
if
love for Anthropic of why it's your overall winner.
yeah, anyone who knows me knows that I'm a big Claude fan. I use it more. I subscribe to Gemini. I subscribe to ChatGPT Plus. I subscribe to U.com, but I end up at least 80% of the time using Claude as my weapon of choice. I don't end up needing the kind of O1 capabilities on a lot of the tasks that I'm doing. Probably, that could be related to, tasks that I'm doing are relatively common kind of coding tasks related to neural networks. And on that kind of thing, Claude 3.5 Sonnet does an outstanding job debugging things. I don't need all that power of O1. I just get an answer quickly from Claude. And same kind of thing, things related to the podcast, summarizing episodes for me, transcribing things. Claude just does an amazing job. It does the best job of any of the LLMs, private LLMs that I'm regularly using. There are still places where I use Gemini. If I have very large files, um, I think Gemini is great. I haven't used Gemini 2.0 that much. Maybe if I'd been using it a lot more in recent days, I'd say, wow, this can replace Claude for me. But I also, I love the UI of Claude. I think they've done a really good job of it. It has this kind of friendliness and this warmth to me that I don't get from any of the other tools that I subscribe to. All the other ones kind of seem like really like they're designed to look really futuristic but it creates
Mm,
this kind of coldness. Whereas somehow, yeah, Claude manages to give me the warm fuzzies.
that's a that's the first time I've heard a comparison of what tool makes you feel better. I like that. We can maybe add that to one of the winning awards next year. I'm curious though, because you didn't mention Perplexity. Do you use Perplexity? Is that in your repertoire? That's
I
something that
don't
I have
use
been using
Perplexity much.
a lot. I love
Oh yeah.
Perplexity. So maybe add that too. Tell me how it gives you, if it gives you any more fuzzies, I'm curious about. It will be hard to replace Claude. But yeah, Perplexity is something that I would say in the past 2 months, I've really started to dive into a lot more and love just the references and have pretty much replaced search with Perplexity now.
Wow. There you go.
Christmas shopping, wasn't able to find a product that I needed to buy for someone. They were all sold out. Thanks to Perplexity, was able to find it, snag it, and have a very happy Christmas. So